This week, David Cameron suffered a crushing defeat at the hands of European leaders, but you'd never have known it. Ed Miliband promised to revive Britain's once prosperous cities and regions, and 30-year-old allegations about a suspected paedophile ring in Westminster resurfaced. As everybody, including the Prime Minister himself, knew, his loud and public campaign to stop federalist Jean-Claude Juncker becoming the next European Commission President was doomed to failure. Still, he travelled to Brussels to stand his ground, prove he was no weak-kneed rollover, and go down in flames. The idea seemed to be all about a glorious defeat. Well, he got his defeat by 26 votes to 2, thanks Hungary, which saw his opponents, led by Labour's Ed Miliband, taunting him in the Commons about pulling off the difficult task of uniting Europe against him. But his own backbenchers treated him like a conquering hero. They lined up to say what a great job he'd done for Britain and to praise his strong leadership. Labour's Ben Bradshaw helpfully claimed it was the wrong people cheering the Prime Minister. It was all those usually troublesome Eurosceptics who now believe they have Cameron on their side and he has taken a huge step towards taking the UK out of the EU. Miliband rightly pointed out that when any politician started talking about devolving power and money to the regions, everyone started rolling their eyes. But that wasn't going to stop him. He went to Leeds to unveil his latest policy on reviving the great cities like Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle and, obviously, Leeds. And he told his audience that he really meant it and it really would happen under a Labour government. Those cities and regions are, of course, exactly the old Labour heartlands where voters have lately shown less loyalty to the party. And he wants them back. After helping to reveal details of alleged child sex abuse by former Liberal MP Cyril Smith, Labour's Simon Danczuk demanded an inquiry into all historic cases. He gave evidence to a Commons committee and referred to a dossier that had been handed to the then Tory Home Secretary Leon Brittan about an alleged paedophile ring operating in and around Westminster in the 1980s. He urged Brittan to explain what he knew and to publish the dossier. Brittan responded saying the matter had been handled in the proper way, with allegations passed on to the police at the time, but no action had followed and the dossier in question had not been retained. Danczuk was not satisfied with that answer and has continued to press the Home Office to find the dossier and publish it. And that's it for this week. To keep up to date with all the political news from Westminster, go to ibtimes.co.uk.